What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Be the Fish. It is day 2 of the Hobie BOS here on Lake Norman. Right now we are sitting in 42nd place in like a 6-way tie or something like that with 81 inches on the dot. If you guys haven't watched day 1 yet, I encourage you to. It was just one of those days where we fished sloppy and things really just did not go our way. We lost about a 4-pound largemouth, about a 4-pound spot, and watched a pretty decent sized largemouth come up and just eat the tail of the glide, and then lost another good spot on a fluke. It was a rough day, but that's what happens when you rely on the glide bait. Sometimes it's hero and sometimes it is zero. We did catch one on it yesterday, which was fun, but we all had cookie cutter 16s. Biggest fish was a 17. Definitely could have had a special day if I landed all those fish, but again, that's tournament fishing, and I'm sure everybody in the field has those stories of missed fish, lost fish, things like that. So we can't use that as an excuse. We got to use it as a way to improve our execution, fix the problem, and go out and make some hay. So that's the plan today. We're only like 3 or so inches away. It's like 3 or 4 inches away from the top 20. We're only 10 inches behind first, which it's a big gap, but somebody has a bad day, the standings could flop. So my plan today is we're gonna start out where we caught those fish on Topwater first thing, try and see if we can do what we did yesterday, catch several fish there, get started good, get started quick, plus it's on Topwater, so it's fun. And then basically we're gonna fish around that area for maybe an hour tops, and we're gonna go explore brand new water for the very rest of the day. We're gonna pick up a glide bait, we got a wacky. I started throwing on a Berkeley cull shad a little bit yesterday too, just because I'm also running out of mag drafts. But that thing is actually pretty sick in regards to, it skips, I think, actually easier than the mag draft, and the treble hook stays in better than the mag draft. The tail moves a lot faster, that's for sure. Sometimes the body can wobble a little bit, but I put a Nico hook, or a Nico weight through it, and that should fix everything. I just realized my music was playing, so I apologize, and I'm probably gonna get copyrighted by YouTube now, because I'm not going back and redoing this intro. But that's the plan. We're gonna cover a lot of water and really just go big. Do what we did yesterday, basically, but in all brand new water. Just bigger baits, and we'll see what the hell we can do. So come along, we'll talk to you guys at first cast, which is 6:30. Last cast is 3 o'clock. So we got a long day ahead of us. Go, first cast. And a half. I think they're literally gonna eat anything. I literally cast it up there, and it didn't even, it ate it as soon as it hit the water. one too. Hey Nate, you cool if I fish the riprap down? That's not how you net them. I got them on the outside of the net. Good Lord. This is why I lose fish. $16. Well, as you guys saw on the first day and know with Chasing Hardware, it's brought to you guys, it's brought to you by Hobie Eyewear, as I'm currently being blinded. Thankfully I just put my Hobie Eyewear blue fins on. Hopefully going to be using these shades to see all the giant bass that try to eat my glide bait today. But link down below if you guys want to save 20% on Hobie Eyewear sunglasses. Really nice frames, really nice lenses for a really cheap price. These are the blue fins, the frames. I'm using a Sightmaster Plus, which is a really good low light, or like in this case today it's sunny and I want to be sight fishing. That's what these are made for. Check them out, link below. That was a good one. Well, that's a bummer. That was a good fish. I saw like, I think basically its whole back came out of the water. That was probably a 17 or 18 inch fish. I think we're gonna run shade with the topwater for a little while longer. Then we'll pick up the glide as the sun comes up a little bit more. If you're getting bites, just need to keep covering water. Alright guys, we found some spawning spots. I already missed 2. I don't know what it is. Y'all can leave a comment down below, please. I hate flukes. I lose fish on them all the time. It's at the hook set. I don't get it. Like it's... I don't know if is it not wide enough? No idea. Gonna tie on new bait. Try to... There's 3 of them that I saw. There might be more. And they're pretty locked on bed, so I'm hoping I can get these suckers to eat. Alright, I have my yak ear stakeout pole staked in the ground right now, so we're anchored. What I just didn't think of is that I'm in a new position, so it's a new angle for these fish, but my shadow is gonna cast. That I don't like. We'll try to crouch and see what we can do. $16. This one she was bigger than that. I think there's a bigger one in there. Cookie cutters. You know, 15.75. It's our limit. All right, just submitted our fish. It's day 2. We have 77.5. Gotta keep going. One cast at a time, one bite at a time, hopefully one fish at a time. Let's go freaking do this thing. God damn it. I need to put a freaking stinger hook on this thing. It's another lost fish. I'm gonna rig a stinger hook on that. But we'll take any upgrade we can with how tight everything is. 14. That is not the one that bit. Glad my mechanism worked. Alright, we need to start covering water here. Keep getting distracted by fish that are spawning. Like this one's worth taking time, but I don't think it's locked. I'm actually going to take the shallows here to work up this dock. That way I'm already in the shadows. That way if I'm coming out this way, if I'm going in this way at the dock, I could cast a shadow where that fish could see. Where this will be a little bit more blended in. I see a giant under that dock. Gosh, as much as I want to throw a swim bait, I think I got to throw the Wacky Rig. It's crazy, my swim bait just went through there too, and she didn't eat it. Please eat it. How? Leave that not in the mood? That's insane, dude. She followed the glide out. She, I don't know, man. It's not my day, I guess. Not my day. That was brutal. I don't even know. Don't ask. Don't even know. That's the male. It's gotta be 14. Don't think it's gonna do that. It'll call. 14.75. Freaking kidding me. That little spot gets it, but a freaking 3.5 pound spot doesn't. God, man. Oh, can I find him, please? Yes. Yes. That's the kind of bite we needed. Hell yeah. That Berkeley call shad in there. Heck yes. 18.25. Heck yeah. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate it. Should have weighed that. That might have been my personal best spot. Well, that call's out of 14, so that's a 4-inch call right there. That'll have us better than yesterday. Man, if we had that other bass too, that largemouth, oh my gosh. This camera is dead, so you guys are talking to you guys today. Kind of want to go check that one too, because it's in this little pocket deal. I'm gonna check that before I head back this way. What we have to get rid of a 15.75. We have 82 3/4. It's better than yesterday, but it's not going to do me much. Need another big one. I need to stop wasting time in between these docks and just go fish docks the rest of the day. These spots are starting to spawn on these docks. That gives us some much needed rejuvenation mentally. Keep going the rest of the day. Needed that. What the hell? I thought I was gonna get hit. Damn. I was like, this is it. This is how it ends. Maybe I'll eat the swim bait if I can get it in there. That's crazy. That's like a 20-incher in there. That's another giant. God, dude, the fish that we've seen today, if we couldn't have gotten them to eat, I mean, we'd have mid-90s. God, you idiot. Damn it. Definitely would have helped. Another big call. Yes. Ooh, I almost messed that one up too. That's a good one. Whew. 17.75. It's a nice looking fish. Thank you, bud. Might be a 2-inch call. So now we got to get rid of a 16 on the dot. 84 3/4. I don't think that is gonna help. Fun fish though. Just all happened so fast, I just flip them. Didn't help. Alright. That is gonna do it, guys. That is gonna do it. We have like 84 or something, so a better day. Tough nonetheless. Got a long pedal back. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, we are back at the house, back up here in New York, not on Lake Norman anymore. Actually, I made it was a 5-mile pedal back to where I launched from, and then made the drive home. 9-ish hour drive home, just straight shot it. So I got home early in the morning, just in time to get up and get ready to work the next day. So for folks that are wondering, I do have a full-time job. I have a lot of different things in the hopper, so I'm doing my best to get these videos out for you guys. It's a lot of 4 a.m. mornings to get up and edit and get these videos out, especially twice a week. But I wanted to walk through the event with you guys. We ended up in 30th place. We moved up from 42nd up to 30th. If you saw day 1 of competition, there was one fish in there that I did not submit, and I think it was either a 1/4 or 1/2 inch difference, whatever that difference was before I got interrupted by the bee. Believe it or not, that small of a difference, I would have moved up to, I think, 25th or 26th out of 100+ anglers. So even something so small can make the biggest of difference. Even when you're in kayak fishing and you think you can get that tail to go a little bit 1/4 of an inch longer, that can be the difference between first and second, or cash and check, not cash and check. But I caught these fish how I like to do it. Burn in the bank, throw into swim bait. That's what I really love to do. Taking a mag draft, taking a call shad, taking a glide bait, go find them. I do enjoy spawners. I hate spawn tournaments though, I'll tell you what. I like to spawn fish. I'm not a big advocate for it because I like to leave the fish alone, but spawn tournaments I hate just because I think they're fun for the majority of the field, but from my standpoint of being a tournament angler and, you know, pride myself on trying to be the best strategist I can be. I might not be the most talented angler, but I feel like my tournament strategy for the most part is pretty good. I'm not the best, I'm not the Drew Gregory's out there, but it's hard to win a spawn tournament because it's hard to set yourself apart from somebody that's just blindly going down the bank with a wacky rig. They have just as good of a chance. Of course you can set yourself apart, but you guys kind of get where I'm going at. Either way, I actually loved how I was fishing. I had my opportunities to get some bigger fish. We saw some winning fish. I shouldn't say winning, but you know, top 5, top 10 worthy fish that just couldn't get the bite. And that's all it was. And that goes for the whole field. So, but I wanted to walk through my setups, things I was using during that tournament with you guys. If you want to save money on them, use code SERIOUS10 at Omnia Fishing. The links are all down below for you guys. You can go and save 10% off, save some money. But before I do, I got to do a quick shout out to X2 Power. I'm literally charging this GoPro that you guys are watching from charging this and keeping this thing powered up through the new X2 Power portable power stations. They sent me the 300 watt, and this thing is freaking bad to the bone. You guys know, if you watch this channel, I sleep in my trucks for a lot of the local tournaments, or even sleep in my truck overnight when traveling down. Like this event, specifically traveling down to Norman and back from Norman, I'd pull off in truck stops, set up the little bed in the back of the truck, and I'd call it the Ram Suites, because we make a little bed. And that's gonna be a pretty sweet station to keep all of my MacBooks, my iPhone, GoPros, things charged up on the road when I don't have a place like an Airbnb and such to plug things in. They're pretty, in talking about power stations, they're pretty affordable, and you can use code SERIESX2, which is always down in my show notes. If you guys are looking for either lithium batteries, AGM batteries, or power stations, save yourself some money at X2 Power. So first things first, I actually don't have the rod and reel set up with me because being a turd, I went and rigged up because I have a tournament this coming weekend here in a couple days. I'm filming this recap a few weeks afterwards. Obviously we're back in New York, sun is shining. I love it, 70 degrees. It's like the perfect time to be in New York fishing right now. So I only have the baits, but I'll walk through. I'll have the whole setups and everything listed down below. First and foremost, the bait that had the most fun, I think, first thing in the morning was Topwater. That's the Evergreen Shower Blows. This is the 105 size, perfect little size to catch big fish, small fish. And what I love about these babies is they come stock with Ichikawa hooks, and they are freaking sticky. These are still the stock hooks. I have so much confidence in these things. So I was throwing this on a 7-foot medium fast casting rod, Abu Garcia Veritas PLX, Xenon X casting, and a 30-pound braid mainline to a 12-inch monofilament leader. I think it was a 12 or 15-pound monofilament leader. Got that from my buddy Alex Rudd, who does it. Learned to love that, especially for top waters. But that's a bad little bait. And then throughout the rest of the day, you know, saw day one, I was throwing a Wacky Rig, things like that, which I'll have the setup down below with simple, just Senko and a Wacky Rig with a owner sniper hook, size 1. Then next I have one that I caught one fish on. This is really my practice bait because it seemed to, I just couldn't freaking catch them. Tournament day on, and that is a glide bait. We got Spro KGB Chad. This is Ghost Gizzard, but I was also throwing bone, and I have this on a Dobbins Fury 795 SB. If you're looking for an affordable, good glide bait swim bait rod, even some bigger A-rigs, this is a great rod for it, and it's affordable. And I had that to 20-pound mainline and I have a Shimano Tranks. So that was the Glidebait Setup. And then the one that did damage on day 2 that really helped me out was not throwing the mag draft. I simply ran out of them. But I also have the Berkley Cull Shad, which I actually decided I really liked for the time being. That spotted bass, they seem to want it moving faster. And the Cull Shad that you can do, the Cull Shad you can burn a lot faster than you can a mag draft. But there's some different tweaks you can do. I'm going to show you some things I tweak with both my mag drafts and the Cull Shad that can help you get some more. So with the Cull Shad, the nice thing about it compared to the mag draft with the magnet, I'm not a big fan of the magnet. I love the mag draft, but I don't like the magnet system I have in it. It's super fragile. Only lasts, you know, a few fish. But there's different ways you could tweak it. If you do lose your magnet, there's ways that you can actually alter that with nail weights, things like that. And I'll show you exactly what you can do on this Cull Shad right here. So you see this got the little clip. I really love the clip system they have. So basically what I do is I take that clip out, and what you see is on here, I don't know if you can see it in the GoPro or not, but there's 2 different slots you can have. And you can put in the mag draft wherever you see fit. But what I do is I got some Nico weights here. Take a very light Nico weight. I think this is like a 1/16. I'll take that Nico weight, I'll take that in there, and I will slide that puppy into the body of that bait. What that's gonna do is it's gonna weight that belly a little bit, balance that thing out, and you're gonna be able to burn that a lot faster because it's gonna keep that centered. You're gonna be able to work that faster, keep it from blowing out. Same thing you can do with a mag draft. The next thing that I do, take a chartreuse marker, and I've been doing this for a couple of years now, but my credit to it actually goes to my buddy Ben Nowak, who got me onto this with jerk bait, specifically putting on the nose. And I'll take that nose right there, that chartreuse marker, and I'll color that little nose underbelly with chartreuse. What that does, or the idea behind that, is that you're going to be able to take that, and those fish are going to, they're going to pinpoint up here. So they're going to pinpoint that body, and they're going to have a better chance of getting the hook, especially if they're hitting the tails on these spotted bass. I ended up actually taking a stinger hook to some of these because they were short striking so much. I think those bigger fish are so much smarter, and they've seen these before, and so they're kind of they're knowing it, but they also see that bait moving quick, and it's a bigger profile, bigger shad that they can't resist it, so they bump it, but they're smart enough to know to hit the tail. So that stinger hook worked on one little fish, but of course it was the smallest fish of the day. Either way, I've noticed that little chartreuse on the underbelly definitely helps key in a little bit on that, on your hookup ratio. What I was doing, I was taking that on a 7.6 heavy casting rod. It was an Abu Garcia Revo SX. I think it was like a 7.4 to 1, I believe it is, and 20-pound fluorocarbon, because I want to jack them and wrench them in. And basically just taking that, skipping around and swimming it as, you know, kind of like what you would do with like a chatterbait or a swim jig, getting it in places that you can't put normal baits, letting that bait just reel it in. There ain't much to it, but absolutely love fishing that. And those are basically the keys. I loved fishing the outback with no electronics or anything like that, and just beating the bank and running as much water as I could. That was the key day 2. That's why I put up the bigger bag. All I used for electronics during this event was I had a meat thermometer to tell me surface temp, and I was using my Humminbird One Boat Network app for my topographic map, but also using the Omnia Premium app to see different water temperatures around the lake, so I can get a feel of where I was going to go and fish throughout practice. Links down below to all these, all the setups and everything. You can go and grab them if you'd like. But big shout out to the folks at Hobie Eyewear for sponsoring these videos. I'm wearing them right now, my bluefins. Sun's beating down, so I have the right now I have the cobalt mirror lens in. Appreciate those guys for supporting me like they have for the past several years. If you want to get 20% off, check them out right here. They're actually running a Mother's Day sale right now until May 12th. We'll throw in some goodies with your order. But that was the gist of how I caught them, how my event went. Ended up in 30th place, which is good AOI points. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to fish too many more Hobie events. We got another one coming up here on my home lake, and really looking forward to that. But we got more tournament videos coming up for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you like this style. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.